Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we got this demonetized.
More monetized. Re-demonetized.
We'd like to thank our former sponsor.
We like to thank the imaginary sponsors in our minds.
Yeah, and those who are paying attention, guess what? You're looking at a new layout. Yes, you know.
Yes,
Layout,
and
new
it all took
cameras.
5 minutes to set up. Only 5 minutes.
Only.
You know, they don't know there's technical issues if you don't, like, side mention them. You
Sure,
could
I
just
get a little
not
over-
bring them up.
It's a different form of PTSD, alright? You know?
If they were, the eagle-eyed among them would know that usually we start these games and it's still light outside.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No,
Pacific Northwest.
it's been winter.
So-
you are completely wrong.
it's usually started outside since October.
Hey, why are you telling them we're recording this stuff?
Hey, Corinne
So, Crim build followed by RPG elements. If you want to see an awesome build with an awesome miniature with RPG elements, go to last video, but stay here first because we're greedy.
Real question.
What? Contradicting?
Additionally, we have a special thank you to what's the name that he wants?
JD Arts.
JD Arts.
Because look right underneath, right here, yes, you can see there is a head picture of
Just ahead.
A mugshot.
a mugshot of Quinn. And by the way, we do have the full
Please
full
tell me it's
picture.
an actual mugshot.
We have a full frontal of Queen.
No,
too.
but that would be a wonderful character portrait, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good reference piece.
So
It's a good reference piece.
anyway, I'd like to would like to show off the entire picture here from JD Arts, who is done for Quinn.
Do it.
There we go.
Now we're recording audio this time, right?
Yes. Don't, please, come on, I already checked that shit. So anyway, you know what I love about this is the fact that the detail, like on the sleeves and so forth, stuff that you didn't even weren't even trying to do. You know, you added those embellishments and stuff, and the ribbing and so forth. It's really cool that
I like the runes on the bow.
the runes on the bow, and then
Yeah,
the way the
the runes on
lacing
the
is
bow.
done on the
There are
boots.
runes on the bow.
I gotta zoom in more often.
You do.
Yeah.
I got caught up with those gorgeous eyes.
Yeah, it's got big old green
He's based
eyes.
off Brian.
I understand. You're forgiven.
Kiss ass.
Can we roll dice?
Let's do it. Without further ado, let's get to another episode of Togetherwerole. See you in a moment.
See you in a moment.
Hi, everyone. I don't know if we're recording. Are we recording? I
Yeah,
think we are.
yes, we are.
Anyway,
They
so
come here for the mediocrity.
thank you,
We
Father.
excel at mediocrity.
Oh, yeah. Without further ado, let's do a little bit of recap to get back into it. It has been a little while for at least our time period. For you, maybe 5 seconds. Anyway, so
They're binge watching it. I like to think that they're binge watching it.
I
they like us
always
that
binge
much.
watch.
They're watching
Every time a new
incremental
episode
increases.
comes out, they just go back and watch every single one in sequence.
We know you do.
Just to watch how bad it went to how good it is.
Yeah.
All right. In effort to get things rolling, the Silver Menagerie +1.
He said rolling.
What'd you roll? Dice addicts.
This is not going
I
to go
got a
well.
19.
Woo! You die first.
I got a 3.
You got a 6.
This is not going to go well.
That means Sparks die last. The Silver Menagerie. You found the world turtle after riding on top of the back of a disgruntled dragon, ancient one at that.
Really, is there any other kind?
Yes. Nicholas, you want to go collect your companions. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, Eck, Sparks, and our Cobalt friend, not Knick Knack. Why am I calling you Knick Knack?
Totally wrong character.
Yeah, totally wrong character.
Right here.
This is bric-a-brac.
Vedic. Want to go speak to the actual island itself, momentarily forgetting what you're actually looking for, and kind of just wasted his time. And being the world total itself, it just kind of threw you on its back, saying, deal with it yourself.
We didn't want him to feel left out. We waste everyone's time.
There, in the middle of his first cup of joe after a month of being stranded by himself, going through the effort of properly dry roasting his own coffee beans, you were promptly interrupted. Quinn?
Yeah. Just at the point I was thinking, I miss people. They reminded me that I don't.
We showed up.
Man, what would it be like to be like a couple of years without, like, at least like 18 solid months without real human interaction? I wouldn't be able to. Yes, I would.
And that's pretty much how it went. And followed by questioning if these were our regular coffee beans, as you also had a coffee break with a shadow elf, essentially, a bunch with a bone devil, a bard devil, a golden kobold, currently having a pseudo match with a spirit animal, and a warforged mechanized machine.
7-foot metal man.
The terrifying aspect of this is, out of this cluster, she looks the most normal to me.
Yes.
She is currently...
Yeah.
That's
like
right.
two bodyguards.
I'm going to say appears the most
It's the brown hair. That is.
Yeah.
That's the thing that locks it all in.
Yeah.
Totally.
Not you.
Wait till
You're
I
not the
take
most
the
normal here.
aspect of winter. It's a different game.
With lingering memories, kind of lingering memories, fragmented memories. Haven't really gone into that yet, of at least some of you meeting this half-elf ranger bard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But after having a less than satisfactory coffee day, you went off and traveled following the spirit guide, this rather...
Snapping turtle on a moped.
Go back and watch the last episode, you'll understand.
I forgot about that, Mark. Thank you.
Cannon.
It is canon and I'm not letting you forget it.
Someone draw that.
In progress.
I both love and hate it. I both love and
I
hate
will
it.
pay for the commission on that.
So,
My feet are touching the ground.
I don't have to.
it led you to a cavern that led to part of the Underdark and eventually to a sugar cave, essentially. You found a couple of things. A couple of conversations were held onto the side, though not completed in its conclusions. You found the Temple of Elemental Harmony, had a small chat / make sure don't fuck with us conversation with a priestess frogman with his pet toad.
And he's dealing with the kobold.
Yeah.
You dove into the turmoil waters of the sea, the sea pool that it was, that the temple remained in, and Nicholas probably got consumed entirely by a giant guardian electric eel.
I wasn't the only one.
No, you weren't the only one. Your bodyguard, Bone Devil, also went along before the ride.
Yeah, so if we're gonna call out names, like
But luckily, he survived.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
did.
we talked to him.
1
remember?
HP.
Oh, wow.
He rolled a natural 20 on his constitution.
Oh,
saving
you
throw.
meant the guardian and not the worm.
Yes.
Well, the Guardians are out too. We let it go.
Well, the Bone Devil's alive. Anyway, the Guardian's
The
still
Guardian
alive
let us
because
go.
of Tanya's
We let it go.
capabilities of being able to make contact with those that have intelligence and languages. You reasoned with it as it asked you to prove yourself in a way, and you seemed to have. As you opened up the temple, after stabbing Eck a few times, and are currently descending down the elemental.
But that was recreation.
And you're currently going down the spiral staircase as this boulder on a chain that is perpetually just leaking seawater is slowly loading down with a heavy click, 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 watching these very symbolic, almost ritualistic artwork going down, infused with various line, almost like 4 different types of line art that is going constantly and never stopping with its flow. That is infused with different colors of the element that you have used in order to enter this domain.
That's old Ignan. I know that anywhere. Can't read it.
Gesundheit.
I have a feeling we need to get to the bottom before
We definitely need to get to the
before
bottom.
the rock gets to the bottom.
What happens when the rock gets to the bottom?
I don't want to know.
Someone tells me the door closes.
I have a feeling we're gonna find out. Get out the fuck out of my way.
Well, I was riding the rock down, singing "It Came in Like a Wrecking Ball." So
Yes,
Hecking
you
ball.
were indeed.
Hecking ball.
While you guys are being your regular buffoons,
Hecking ball, get it
Nicholas, there's a mental knock on your door of a familiar bone devil's presence.
So,
Mistress, I have a proposal for you. I am no longer able to fight at the peak capacity that I need to serve you. But with your latest gifts, I'm lifting up its hand, seeing the skin that it decloved of a certain assassin that tried to take you. Wrapped around its hand, specifically the face and eyes and mouth, stretched open and overly stretched on the front part of his left paw.
sure.
I can bring more services, but there's a missing component.
Which is?
I need a sacrifice.
No. And I move forward.
There's a frogman outside.
I already said no.
Very well. Almost with a hit as it withdraws from your mind.
Oh no, it gets kicked out when I say no.
Shut. And you can, because you have a certain item.
SSH tunnel has been closed.
no port forwarding.
May I have a marching order? You're currently on the rock.
I'm
You're
in
on your
front.
own marching order.
Given the fact that I was commenting about trying to beat, I'm in front. Get the.
I'm not in your way. Go ahead.
And yes, I can tell because I can see you're standing there going.
Vedic is last on the
I'm like
stairs.
walking
He's
in-
looking at the artwork on
Is
the
there a
wall.
spiral staircase going down
Yes,
the walls?
all the way
Is that
around.
the
Yes.
description? So I'm watching Ek run, and I'm just like descending, keeping even with him going.
That's the only person on the elevator while the other people are like, we'll take the stairs, and trying to keep up with you at the same time.
Yeah, just like,
So let's go to.
man, that looks like tiring
what's
work.
Let's go to our. Let's go to. Let's see. Our order will be.
What are you talking about?
Our order.
Yes, your marching order. So is Ek first, and Vedic is last. Prepare.
So,
Go into the middle.
oh, you're in the middle.
You're
All right.
doing
So
the
this is the
spiral.
middle of the spiral right there. All right.
Spiral goes.
Spiral's going around this way. I assume.
Whichever way it goes, just make a line.
I'm in
you guys,
front.
so.
I'm in front. Get the fuck out of my way.
He's going there. Why are you pushing?
He's decided that it's spiraling this way.
I guess.
Father, stop.
There.
This is fine.
And then I'm gonna make Dippy Doo over here with this 1 HP carry me down. Because he's being weird and I don't like it.
It's a. Never.
Wait a minute. You're in front of me.
Is he still at 1 HP?
No! We're descending down the center. You're
He
going
flies.
around the spiral.
And actually, due to its large body, it kind of
so
has
easy.
to
No one
go
ever knows.
down the center at the same time.
I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was sitting on him.
So it's its own. Okay, so the people that are currently kind of head ahead, which is Quinn and Ek, seeing the various artwork that is going across, the sprawling religious working, the various different imagery that actually also needs into each stair work, almost.
So here's what's happening. They're going down the stairwell.
Thank you.
I'm gonna throw dice at you guys, you
Who's
children.
going down the... I'm not.
I'm not you. I'm
That's why I had
talking
him in the middle. That's why it was.
Staring at the artwork.
I got a green laser. I'm not afraid to aim at eyes. Ek and Quinn, you're the first to notice this, and rapidly. A familiar sensation, as this has happened as you entered and left certain biomes, immediate chill. Bone, like almost bone seeping type of chill. And you start to see your breath start to crystallize in the air and fall immediately from any humidity that is actually in your lungs that has been exposed from your breathing.
Oh, wait a moment.
Nobody touch me.
Indoor elements.
I've got this cloak.
Yes, you do.
I just
Indoor elements.
things retreat
That's the
just
radio
ever so
spell.
slightly.
You're used to this kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
being here for a month, you've took precautions. Though, Eck, you have to stop as you're going. Due to your dark vision, you stop as the stairs just break away into nothingness. As Quinn continues to go
Oh, crap.
lower into a room with a maybe 60-foot drop. Barely seeing the bottom of it. That seems to be a little glossy at the base. With some sort of
Do this.
protrusion at the center of where the rock is going down to.
Do the stairs look like they are just stopped or they're broken away?
A little bit of both. They kind of stopped. Well, actually, they stopped and then sheared off.
Click, click.
Alright.
Click. Click, click. Click, click, click.
It takes a bit because it takes 12 seconds for a little bit of movement.
That's fine. It's enough. It gets me where I need to be.
You know, screw
Right.
this shit.
Move the rods.
Right.
I've got my own ride down.
How many people are on the chain and the rock?
Just him.
Just him.
No.
Just me.
Because you see me going, ah!
Quinn! As you're just kind of like, wow, this is quite.
Can I swing the rock out of his way?
No, physics doesn't work that way. You're not heavy enough.
Yeah.
Make a perception check to see, because you're not expecting a giant turtle to land on.
Passive perception of 22.
That is true. So you do see
How
it.
do I not see him leaping at me? I was literally watching him walk down with a mocking stare on my face.
Make a general acrobatics check, and you make a athletics check. Sorry, athletics check.
Oh, that's terrible. 12.
All right.
Natural 20.
Grabbing you in the boulder, but suddenly the boulder immediately goes swinging outwards with the additional 500-pound turtle.
Now we're really doing.
Man, I'm glad I'm above you guys.
As the chain starts to whack the side of the corner, you hear it as the bone devil gets hit with the chain every now and again.
Well, at least it's not all bad.
Isn't my breath.
There's so many things wrong with it.
Eventually, the stone stops
digging into my
about 10
head.
feet in the air. You guys still heavily swinging left and right, up and down.
And of course, everyone else on the stairs, who else on the stairs is being left behind.
You see sparks coming down, followed by Nicholas being carried by
Speaking
a familiar bone devil. Having a little trouble as it is limping.
I could do that, but I don't want to
managing.
make. I
As
don't
it
want to make checks.
comes out of the opening and it flutters its insect wings, the remains of it, to get down to the floor. While Vedek,
So, Vedek standing at the edge of the stairs, flares his staff and steps out into open air
Feather fall.
and drops like an elevator, levitate.
like a, echoing into the icy distance, as one by one, you guys are still 10 feet off the floor on the boulder itself, as it seems to have stopped.
At 10 feet, I'm just going to jump down.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
You take 1d6 damage now.
Ow. Darn.
That falling damage didn't start until 20.
Is it? They've
They've changed it so many times.
Yeah.
Can I
You're
make an
fine.
acrobatics check? To
I'm not
successfully
gonna be
leap
that guy. No, I hate the falling mechanics in 5e.
I can jump 10 feet.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that it
Routine?
doesn't start
No,
until 20, and then
routinely.
once it's 20, it's 1d6 per 10. So you only.
But he stacks, so you can hit.
They changed a bunch of
It's
times,
actually
and I've always
supposed
had to implement my own rules because they suck. Anyway,
It was actually always supposed to stack. It was always supposed to add additional dice at each additional 10 feet.
so 1d6, 2d6,
It was
3d6.
1d6, 2d6, 6d6, 10d6.
Oh, so
It was supposed to, you were supposed to add however many it says for 30 feet. If you fell, it was like 3d6 for 30 feet. It's like, no, it's 1, 2, 3. That's 6. It was supposed to be additive. That's why the original
Interesting.
second edition, it was like a D2, a D4, a D6. It was like graduating dice.
I remember
It
that.
got to where you were throwing all of those dice and adding them up. Where each additional 10 feet was adding the potential for a lot more damage.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I just basically ended it as like the max fall damage is like 200 d6 or something like that. Anyway, but we're moving on.
We're not
That's about
falling
that.
right now. We're not falling right now, so we're not
You're
dealing with it.
perfectly fine if you get off the boulder.
I jumped down.
Though,
And now I'm getting out of the way for when he
especially
actually
since
jumps
you're
down.
hugging the boulder with the turtle.
Click, click.
The boulder is perpetually just spilling water. Even though there's not much water coming down
Like
on
it's
top of your
actually
head,
spilling out of the
it's
boulder.
just gently coating it and perpetually dripping on various points at the bottom part of the boulder itself.
Check it out. The original
Seepage.
whetstone.
This is interesting.
Ha!
Does anyone have any? Does anyone know a magic arcana or anything? Just look at and understand if this is.
You can roll Arcana
Well,
thing.
you can, but you don't know what you don't know. You don't know anything.
Magic be magic.
Magic be magic. I actually have Arcana. I just rolled a 1.
I know, it's just like,
Yeah.
this is old magic, you
Now
know?
what
This is
is
the type
my
of magic they don't put in a
I'll get
book.
checks.
1.
So you'd actually get a 1.
Yeah, I like it.
I believe everyone has dark vision here. Yeah, everyone's
I've got blind sight.
And, oh yeah, you're the
You
only
did
one that
put on
doesn't have
this
dark
thing.
vision, but you put on your little kung fu thing.
Thank you, Dragon.
It's incredibly cold in here. So much, in fact, that there's actually a layer of ice across the entire floor, if not spouts of glacier ice that are hugging the walls and blocking entrances or exits that would be passable, but is impassable due to the fact that it is covered in ice, debris, and various bits of rock that have collapsed, but mostly ice entirely. As you're looking around, underneath the
Am I on solid bottom or am I on a layer of ice?
you're on right now. Most of you are on the stone floor with
Okay.
a slight
So
bit
it's
of
ice, but
in.
it's not like a sheet of ice that we could potentially break through.
Correct.
Okay.
As far as you're aware, everything seems to be sturdy in terms of where you're standing right
I'm
now.
gonna walk the perimeter.
The room itself is no more than 30 feet in diameter. It's a pretty small room, especially when you have a large body followed by the rest of you here. And there's not much in terms of, as far as you could discern in terms of the dark vision, as it is very dark here, but you do see striations of various artwork on the walls that have been covered over by ice or have been partially obscured due to weathering, followed by 4 directly proportionate pillars, thin, maybe an inch in diameter, that have go thicker to thin as it goes up directly under the boulder that is still swaying back and forth. Though there's nothing at the center of where possibly something would be standing, just 4 straight pillars that have many different types of holes in them.
4 pillars and holes.
And they're maybe as tall as 3 feet.
What kind of material are they made of?
Make a stonemasonry investigation.
While you're doing that, question: does anyone know if that ice is really thick? 'Cause I'm about-
No, it's super thin, and you should absolutely stay right there at all costs.
Insight check.
Roll perception, deception,
That's
roll
not going to go
insight.
well. It's not going to go well for us today.
27 deception.
Natural 20.
So
Oh,
that
wow.
turns into,
But it's a
Do I
wisdom
get the
roll.
25 or no?
you get the
get
plus
the
5, yeah.
25. Oh my god.
You might make this.
If this is deception or
This is an insight, buddy.
insight. Fuck.
The wisdom roll.
25.
He's telling the truth.
Even with a nat 20. Nat 20 is not an automatic success.
You don't know how Sparks is still standing where he is, but you can hear the cracking underneath the Sparks' big boot.
You need to be
boot.
real careful if you're going to drop, buddy, because you will go right through this, and it is icy water underneath.
I rolled a nat 1, by the way.
You know, I'm about to jump on you.
You're hearing him saying, you're like, oh shit, am I about to fall through?
That was my investigation for what the pillars were made of.
I know. So you gotta enjoy. Oh shit, I'm about to fall through. As you hear the
Bullshit.
Actually, if I roll perception or deception,
So you just immediately
persuasion or
jump up
deception, it treats it as a 10. If I roll less than 10.
He rolled a 7 and he still beat my ass on a natural 20.
he has.
What I do?
Yeah,
Natural
this
20 is not an
He's
automatic success.
unnervingly like charismatic, but yeah. So anyone else would like to continue with anything else?
I'm going to walk the perimeter. See if there's anything behind the walls.
You're probably lifting yourself up, thinking that you're gonna fall through.
Tell you what, buddy. Boogity, 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 boogity. I've made this part extra hard, but you have to land right here.
That's an interesting spell. Oogity boogity.
It was an interesting spell. That's old, isn't it? I know that anywhere.
Inside check. Inside check. Wait a minute. I can.
You don't stand a chance. You do not stand a chance.
Natural 19.
You rolled a natural 20. He rolled a 7. It turns into a 10.
I will never beat him.
You will never beat him.
Because the worst I can get is a 27 on my deception check.
Oh my god! I can never. I rolled a 1 because I'm like,
He's like, right here, you're gonna be safe. I got you, buddy.
I'm going.
Just like, no, I'm kidding.
You land with mighty strong feet, and there's a little bit of ice that cracked.
But it doesn't give way because I enchanted that for you.
Well, good. You know, at least
This
you're
is a
not
good
that big of
friend.
an asshole.
I am not big of an asshole, but
Because
you don't
you got
know
a tiny taint. You're a small asshole.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
As you
Depends,
see,
are we talking
Sparks
about old
currently
English?
just doing.
I recognize that anywhere.
Sparks to me looks like on the perimeter of the vision is doing like the air monkey bars.
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
He's afraid
No
he's
one told me
gonna,
any different.
he's afraid he's gonna go through the floor.
Yes.
Like his side, like just overhearing my deception, even though it wasn't directed at him.
My wisdom is a 6.
That you really know. Oh my god!
All right, I'll go look at the pillars.
I can convince these two of anything.
Yes, you can.
So can anyone. Like remember the devil situation.
Yeah.
The thing that he's completely terrified of and has tried to murder multiple times.
Yeah.
And you had to talk him out of listening.
Yeah.
You being able to convince him of something is nothing.
You're making an investigation check?
Yeah, why not?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the room.
I'm over here messing with these two.
Oh, they're pillars.
Why not? Well, if I got a natural 1, even with the -5, my class raises that to a 10. So that would be 10 plus
22.
17. It'd be 22. So if I got a natural 1 and you got a natural 20, you could succeed.
So there's a chance.
Okay, to put this into perspective,
Yeah.
to
10,000.
give you an idea, like what you do.
That's what you do.
Everyone has a power.
Yeah.
That's the thing about
You
D&D.
hit things.
I
So
fuck things up.
this is sandstone right away. But the peculiar nature of it, as you see the various holes and like they're like bored holes through, and you're like, yeah, that's a little weird. And then you start to see like almost like these flat discs that do that slightly swing on their own, like some sort of airway rolling device. What?
It's a puzzle. You gotta move the little discs.
No, I
No,
think
no, no.
so. Blow into one.
They this one rotates freely and starts to make a little
When you blew
sound.
into it, it started spinning.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can make noise.
And they begin to rotate faster and faster, and now the other pillars are starting to rotate a little more.
Should we all do that?
I can't breathe.
No. I can make a song. I really can.
And they all start to collaborate in a consistently of a slow hum of like just a of just making various different sounds colliding into a single confound noise.
Wait.
And then all you start to feel the air rotate around in the room. Gradual at first.
This is an elemental place. This is air. This is an elemental place. This is air.
And you notice half buried in the ice as the wind gets faster and faster, as you start to hear a little bit more of them, as you notice there's holes all around. Most of them frozen in place, but a few of them that are ever so slightly open and start to rotate and start to make a high-pitched whistle sound. As you notice there's actually a bowl, almost like a basin, half frozen in the ice, not too far away of it, maybe 2 feet away from where you're standing, that possibly fits perfectly at the top as you see the various holes that would connect into it. But unfortunately, the sound has gotten so loud as the wind is currently kicking up to about 30 miles an hour. And it's currently just rotating faster and faster in this bitingly cold air as you start to feel something grab your bit of your clothes, toss a couple of bags, push you a little bit, and it gets more and more violent.
That's what I did. Hang on.
As the concatenated noise makes it hard to even speak, and you start to see stretched out faces.
Oh God!
Roll initiative.
Fight the wind.
I attack the wind.
Don't
Then I'm
fight.
firing at the darkness.
Tell you what, Ek, just break it. Just
Well, that's
break the wind as hard as you can.
Sentient stink cloud at your service.
Sentient stink cloud.
Yep.
Living spells. Anyone ever played Eberron? You can take any spell and make it a living spell template, so it just roams around messing people up.
It's the same thing in 5e. Actually.
Yeah. Sentient stinking cloud.
Okay, cover.
Can cover.
So my out of game assumption is that we're going to have to fight an elemental of each type.
Or there's an elemental trap of each type.
You can't flip.
So place yourselves randomly in this room to accordingly what you desire. All right, let me see this. What is it?
Oh, come on.
I love it.
There we go. That's why I was just
It's a snapping
your
turtle on a
permission.
moped.
yeah, sure.
That is a snapping turtle on a moped. I think his legs should be out behind him, though. Superman
That's
style.
fair.
Tune in to the previous.
Watch the previous episode.
Watch the previous episode.
I guess we were showing off though.
I
There's
forget
the
how much I love this
dust
mini
at
here.
the bottom.
So
I
this
forget
is
how much I love this mini.
Mere man tribute.
Preview. That's what we dealt with last
That is your
time.
thing for like any major power in the world. Like
There is no space in here at
That
all.
is my thing for everything.
That works. True. That is
We're
true.
getting up close and personal.
Do you want to turn the lights on?
It seems like water, not air. Okay.
This is very.
That is the ice that's currently
Oh,
forming
okay.
around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to turn the lights on?
What?
There's lights. Want to turn those on? Or no?
Sure. Yeah, I'm confused. What you? Oh yes. Sorry. Yes. Turn them on, please.
Is this a switch?
Yes.
Oh. Nifty.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, now the ice is lighting up.
Light it up.
You're correct. The feet look better backwards.
Because I just picture it Supermaning the whole time.
Yep.
Additionally, with your passive perception, actually on your initiative, I'll tell you better.
On your initiative, you're going to learn something.
Yes. Oh, cool. Because a lot of things happen at the same
What
time.
is it we're going to fight? I don't see a thing.
Yourselves. Anyway.
No, we already did that one.
We
Yeah,
did
you
that
did
once.
that one. Where's my pencil?
We already fought all doppelgangers. We
I
did not
was
like
really
them.
glad we didn't fight me.
I ended my enemy,
Yeah, that would have been
myself.
something.
Enemy, my enemy is my friend.
Same issue.
Yeah.
Like
Like, you wouldn't be fighting me, you'd be fighting him, because I convinced him that the rest of you were bad.
Someone stole my pencil. Who stole the damn pencil? I need a pen or something.
There's two right here.
Alright, just give me one. There we
I
go.
left one here last week.
This is
Not like
probably
that.
yours. Until I find wherever it's
brought
been.
two this
Oh well.
You what?
These things actually have erasers that work.
Oh, I
Kind of handy.
Get a thing.
1 week, we're gonna come here, and my pencil's
Oh,
not
so
be sitting
am I
right
in the
here.
in the slideshow
I
now
was-
too? I love it.
It'll show up in about 5 minutes. Because it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
Locations.
I like it. I
Yes.
I
Oh,
actually
you haven't seen your new your new character sheet. Yes, tune in to see the new picture art and Quinn's character sheet, which
I mean,
is
if you've
going to
watched
be
this
around
far,
here.
you've seen it anyway. So.
you just seen it without the art. I think I was in there. No art.
Okay. So 20 to 25.
20.
Me 23 and the devil's 21.
23, 21,
Oh my
Correct?
20.
Yes.
You're doing good
And
today.
that's
Oh my
the
god,
bone devil, you
Good.
said?
guys!
Or the
Can I have all
bone
the 20s back, please?
You've always had me roll the two of them together.
Sure.
Have
Do
the
you
20
want me
back?
to do them separately?
And you're wasting
No,
it.
I'll
It's
do
not your
both
turn.
Bard and Bone Devil at the same time. It'll be simpler that way.
Question: does initiative get +5 bonus on natural 20s?
No.
No. Otherwise, I would also need that.
Yeah.
So,
22 then for
and
me.
I still would be beating
Natural
you.
20. 22, by the way, I have rolled now 4 dice of d20s and rolled a 20 4 times. I rolled natural 20 twice because I have advantage on
So
my...
23 was you, Quinn.
20 was me.
So I just
Sorry,
rolled
20
4 natural 20s.
Who had a 23? You?
Yep.
Okay.
You know what that means? You're not gonna hit shit. That's nice.
I know, because I've
You were 21,
completely-
Quinn.
completely ruined everything, yeah.
Yep.
But
20 was the Bone Devil and the Barb Devil.
20 was me. 23 was the devils.
23 was me. 21 was the Devils. 20 was Quinn.
Sorry, it was all out of order.
You didn't get a single one of those right.
Yeah.
It's been a month. Give him a minute to get himself back.
Since he's heard numbers?
Yes, since he's had to do math. He's wearing shoes. Leave him alone.
I appreciate you trying to defend me,
You
Quinn.
can't catch me. I'm wearing tube socks.
look at me slide. I'm really digging the 4K cameras that we put in for our player cam.
Wow, that was a lot of people up on the 20s.
Because I've been really
20 to 15.
15.
I should have.
All right.
I look terrible.
I did not roll well.
But then again, I always do.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Womp, 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 womp.
You did get my 22 though, correct?
Yes, I did.
That's crazy that I.
Sparks, what did you roll?
9.
Ah,
No, I'm
what
sorry.
is your, not, I already know.
20.
16 decks.
But remember, your 20 still lost. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm gonna have to remember that because I
You
will.
tell me to do anything.
I know.
I will believe you.
Oh my god, that's so.
That's wrong.
Well, but you're not dumb. Like if a lie doesn't.
Yes, he is.
Yes, but if a lie specifically does not make sense, you can go, wait a minute.
We in the craft like to use the word exceptional.
Right. He's
All
like
right.
1 point into full
You were
sentence.
minimally exceptional.
So as the whirling wind is going around, you get a small glimpse of the size of this thing that
I like it.
encompasses the entire room itself.
Whoa!
We're just gonna put it here for now. Whoa. As it is swirling around into the entire room.
It's already
I've got
covered.
it.
We get advantage.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Many of you do not have to worry about the wind conditions that is chilling you to your bone, thanks to magical equipment. I believe you have something that negates it.
I cast a spell to do it as soon as it started getting cold.
Oh, right. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
So, Nicholas, you're at the top of the turn.
I'm gonna hold my turn until the Bone Devil's turn.
Understood. Heck, it is your turn. Bone Devil's on next.
Yep.
This thing doesn't look friendly, does it?
No, it's currently going as it's forming a ring around the entire room.
I just
Seemingly
jumped
invisible hands tugging against your entire form,
Don't forget who
forcing
saved
you,
you from
even
that
your
fall.
heavy self, to start to slide ever so slightly to the right.
To the right. What's to the right? I look over to my right.
It's the wind.
No.
Clockwise in the room.
It's a
Oh,
whirl,
it's clock-
it's, a,
oh.
it's like a whirlwind.
Oh,
It's always
right.
it's pushing all of us.
Your other left. I'm going to. I'm going to rage.
As you scream out in oblivion, not your voice even being deafened from the howling winds and the rotating sounds in here, as you hear small, very distant chimes, but it's quickly overtaken, as if you're standing in the very heart of a tornado.
Oh, I want to pull out chance, but I know air and clouds and lightning, and I pull out Thornbriar.
Okay.
It's not going to probably work because it doesn't bleed, but fuck it, and I grab chance,
Understood.
and I go in reckless. Am I right there or no? Let's see here.
Everything is at half speed due to the wind.
Oh, I'm right there. I am right there.
Yes.
It's actually on top in the center. Is that it?
We'll say it's just where it is, all right?
All right. It's just off to
It
one
just
side right
doesn't quite fit in
there.
the
All right.
Yeah.
space we have for it.
I don't have to go anywhere. So, all right. Reckless. 29 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Should I roll lightning or not? Well,
You
I'll
will.
roll lightning and then you can tell me. That's fair enough. That's fair. My apologies there. I'm not alone, am I? Too close.
You are not alone, but you went reckless, so you get it anyway.
All right, so good. So I'm getting my 2d6. So for my slugger strike, I like the rolls I'm doing tonight. 10, 14, 16 plus 12, 28 points of damage on the first strike, not counting lightning.
Okay.
I haven't even rolled lightning. Should I roll lightning?
Yes, you should.
26 plus 7. So 26 plus 7, 33.
26 minus 7. This is going to be
26 minus 7.
19.
Oh.
As you swing, the lightning seemingly just crackling with the very energy around it as the electricity actually gets carried around the room, almost vibrating the actual air itself. What roll a d6 for me?
3.
Quinn,
Oops.
you get hit by 3 points of lightning damage.
And I saved you from falling through the ice, and this is the thanks I get?
As the electricity gets spun around the room and
I like
strikes Quinn a little bit.
I like how this worked. I'm ready to swing again.
Okay.
I'm going to take another strike.
All right.
I'm going to have to swing another strike, and I'm going to put him away next round. Otherwise, I'm going to use up my next bout to put him away, right?
You tell me.
Yeah. So nope. I'm going to assume that to resheath the blade. So 19 plus. God, man, rolled
Hits.
so good. All right, no sluggers, but lightning's coming. Sorry, folks.
I don't even think I was near this thing, but okay.
No, you're not. However, the lightning got
2d6.
spun around the room from the various got caught up,
10.
and you were just unlucky as
I
you
was
are
the next
3
one in
below.
line.
You are 3 below. Because I want the
22.
initiative order.
22 points of damage. Plus 3 points of lightning.
Roll
25
another-
total.
So 25. Well,
There's 22 points plus
22
3
minus
points of
3,
lightning.
so 19 again. And roll another d6.
I was hoping it was a 3.
There was a 3.
No, 1.
1.
0.
The Bone Devil. Yeah. And follow right, the Bone Devil boom, goes prone on the floor.
I'm doing a little Rocky at the top
Followed
of
by
the
you.
stairs.
As you see the Bone Devil just pointing, laughing.
Wait,
Does the Bark Devil also take damage?
wasn't
Since
the
they're on
bone
the
devil
same
at like
initiative?
1 hit
The
point?
Bone Devil.
Yeah, he just went down.
So he just died.
No, it only
He
hits
did
one
No, it
person.
just went down. Not,
He's not dead yet. He's technically party member, so
He's
he
doing
has death
failed
saves.
Oh, okay. Because I thought...
death
I thought-
saves.
He has also death saving throw.
Okay, I thought extra planar when they hit 0 got banished. It's your game.
Technically,
It's
if
your,
I,
it's
yeah,
your game.
I
It's
do
your
it a little bit so that they have more survivability and stuff like that. Otherwise, it would be
Because of
pretty
the-
damn easy to get them out of here. And especially since 5e, technically all monsters, only player characters have death saving throws, which I don't like. So anyway,
Also, we can pretend it's terms of
Well, this
contract
is-
to make me actually accept the
Yeah,
terms
we
of
can
the
do that.
contract.
yes, and they become non-player characters, which still follow as a player character. Yes, totally agree.
Anyway,
Eck, is there anything you would like to do?
I'm now going
did
to.
that hit both devils?
It did
Since
not.
they're- Okay.
I am now saying sorry. That was meant for somebody else, and I put away chance. I start to put away chance. That's all I can do.
Bone Devil's turn. Roll his death saving throw, please.
10.
10. 1 success.
Cool.
That's the end of his turn. Barb Devil. Followed by your held turn.
Yep.
As you're like, all right, let's do this. As you're giving commands to the Bone Devil, you just hear,
No, I'm pretty sure I watched him
Take
fall
turns,
and
get
step
rid of
out of the way because he was like holding me, and I'm like,
oh, true, yeah.
Like, he drops and I kind of just, like, step down and, like, well. So the... We're gonna test something with the barbed devil. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna hurl flame.
Understood. Roll at disadvantage due to the windy conditions.
That becomes an 8 then.
A total, roll a d6.
4.
Sparks! Roll damage.
What?
No, I roll damage for sparks, yes?
Yes. We'll get to that in a moment, Sparks.
10 fire damage.
Sparks, as you're getting ready, as you're pulling your sword out, beginning to move forward, fire from the devilish hands of the bar devil goes hurling around, and suddenly off of the backside of you, you feel fire seep into your in between your armor cracks.
He's gonna do it again.
If I get hit twice, I'm gonna kill it.
You're going to kill me or it?
It.
Okay, that's acceptable. 14.
14 still misses. Roll a d6.
Hey, cool. We're learning a lot about this thing.
This is not going well. Projectile weapons are
5.
not a good idea.
5.
Good thing I have. Oh wait.
Sparks!
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him. He is going to be a shish kebab.
9?
You take 9 more points of fire damage.
19 points? Are you kidding me?
I said 9 more. Cool. So my turn.
As the bar devil is kind of looking around like, what the hell? He's seeing you kind of on fire.
Just red eyes flicker.
His eyes kind of just rolls.
So Nikos's understanding of elemental creatures, is that extra planar? Like, does she know that to be extra planar?
Roll a either religion or arcana.
So roll a doesn't matter, I suck at it. Got it. Hey, cool. 18.
18. Elementals are innately extraplanar. However, you and paying attention a little bit about the Temple of Elemental Harmony and catching a little bit of information followed by the various imagery along the wall, you don't think this one is extraplanar. You think this is elemental energy of the material plane. Innately different than the elemental chaos.
Is it held together by magic?
Oh, most certainly is. But that's also could be the same with you.
I'm held together by scars and willpower.
And vodka.
That's me.
Piss and vinegar. Like,
Alright.
I was built.
pop ribbits.
I needed to make an int saving throw.
Understood. Is this a charm effect?
That's the lowest.
I mean,
No.
I was grown.
Just checking.
Literally grown.
Natural 20. Damn, this thing is going off the chains.
Okay. It succeeds, it takes half as much damage, and none of the other shit.
Understood.
So that's halved, that becomes 5.
5 points of psychic damage. Ooh.
And then I'm gonna go step under the Bone Devil's body and kind of just toss it up over me, and it can get hit instead of me. I'm using it as full cover.
So kind of just using it.
Yeah. Like,
Not entirely
well,
picking it up.
adjust the wings a bit so that way, and then yeah.
At the end of your turn / the Bar Devil's turn, it's going to take a legendary action and then pick up even more speed of the air. As the noise becomes even more intensified. As... We'll just roll d6. You know what? Let's have Vedic roll a d6 twice, please.
You can say no when he tells you to do this stuff.
Too fun.
2 and a 5.
2 and a 5. Quinn and Niquis, with your cover bonus. Quinn does a...
What does full cover?
The answer is yes. It probably does.
7 plus 6, so
the
that's
first
going to be
thing I
a
searched,
13.
No, that actually manages to miss.
You
Wow.
feel on the sixth sense, you don't know what, but it's like part of the wind itself comes around, almost about to punch you in the back of the skull, and you just move out of the way. Not sure how you sensed it, but you hear a whoosh, followed by Nicholas.
Yeah.
13.
I mean, that doesn't hit, but
But you are protected, so it goes automatically on the bone devil. He suffers 2 failed death saving throws.
Cool.
Do I hear 3?
Interesting bargain.
The Barb Devil's about to lose 1.
As punches out of nowhere just suddenly started assailing a couple of you. Quinn, it is your turn. Oh, and it is going to move, though it doesn't really matter in this kind of situation. Rotate him to the Bone Devil's position.
Oh goodness, like over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ugh.
Wherever you'll fit.
There's not really anywhere else he'll fit.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm knocking over structure. Don't mind me. There you go. Rah!
Quinn, it is your turn.
I look at this element. First, I get hit by him doing something.
Yeah.
Really? And I saved your life. And then I see arrows and fire bolts going all which directions. And it's like, oh, what? Cat. I use unsettling words to subtract a d8 from its saving throw, and it needs to be a wisdom saving throw or be turned into a cat.
Okay.
7.
It rolled a natural 7, so that's a 0 plus it, but it is immune to polymerization.
Polymorph?
Polymorph, yeah. It has something called immutable form.
Who knew?
Who knew? Good
As
idea.
you cast, you're like,
Fantastic idea.
turn it into a cat! You look at it as the arrow
It turns into a wind-shaped cat.
the face and go. You hear a small little echo. And that's it.
Alright.
Good try, though.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It is now its turn. As it begins to pick up speed, as it rotates again and again and again, as its form is just rolling, looking for the various pathways, trying to expand its body, but unable to, still contained in this very room. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's sucking the air out.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Saving throw?
Man,
Saving
am I
throw,
on
yep.
fire. Man, my dice are on fire tonight.
That's better.
19.
19. You succeed.
20.
Success.
21 for me. The Barb
Is it
Devil got
Constitution.
Con save. Oh,
modified 20.
very different.
And then does the dead guy need to do something?
Yes. I don't think
Does it
unconscious
does it force
affects
him to make another
Constitution.
death save?
Hmm?
Does it just force him to make another death save?
Not this one.
Okay. Is the bone devil even breathing?
No.
Technically, as the lore is, they kind of breathe. They breathe like 1/10 speed as us.
Ah.
Right, so what am I doing for him?
Roll a Constitution save. Straight up.
Straight up? So, like, not with his modifier?
No. Meaning like it's not disadvantage, it's not advantage or anything.
Ah, okay. Then that is that. Where are you? What's 16 plus?
Oh, he succeeds then.
Okay, cool.
So success.
Yeah.
Success. Marks.
26.
You're fine. Win.
I have a 19.
19, you're fine. Everyone, as you start to feel the air being forcibly pulled from your lungs.
Sorry, 27.
Yeah, fine. And you already said it. I'm pretty sure you already said it.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but I rolled a natural 19 and I have a +8, so.
There you go. As you feel your lungs forcibly be almost like drawn from the air itself, as you start to, you all clamp down your lungs and hold your breath for a few seconds as you continue to take into your surroundings. No one passes out.
Are you kidding? I'm a bard. Breath control is like less than 1.
It really is.
I also don't breathe.
Vedic, it is your turn.
So you wouldn't have
With your
activated
turn,
the
you gather a little bit
suffocation.
more knowledge of the various symbols insignias all over that's all around the base itself, almost creating a spiral underneath the ice. With your various dark visions and the light that is now almost doing a bit of a disco in the room.
The fire that's whipping around.
It's like, huh. You start to see various different imagery and symbols. And what languages do you specifically know?
Oh, not great. This is not a fun question. Proficiencies in languages. Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Unfortunately,
Why do you know
you do
Sylvan?
know Celestial. This is not a true Celestial reading. It's a different type of Celestial.
Ancient Ignan.
Wait, you don't see this
anywhere.
As you're reading this, as you see air elemental, you see fire elemental, you see wind and fire, all combining into a new form of celestial reading. I want to make a general intelligence check to decipher this new type of celestial.
Just my intelligence modifier straight up?
Straight up.
That's a 20.
20. You begin to decipher and understand it quickly. I shall start reading.
Okay.
Get your notebooks out.
To hold, to keep, to hinder. Only those mothers true find solace in what was once theirs.
Only what?
Mothers.
I'll read it one more time. To hold, to keep, to hinder. Only those mothers true find solace in what was once yours, not theirs.
Solace.
Followed by draw and deliver. Woe to stymie.
Woe to what?
Stymie.
Stymie. S-T-Y-M-I-E.
Those are watching are scribbling down.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Rewind.
You read those, and you still see the bowl half frozen in the ice below. And you see the dimples on the base of it that would fit perfectly at the 4 pillars if you placed them on top.
Need some muscle.
Okay, so that see like Sherlock Holmes.
Highlight.
Got it. Okay. Vedic will stand up and do a quick little pirouette in the opposite direction that the wind is going. And stick his hand into the wall of swirling wind and just like time magic. You don't know whether he's speeding us up or slowing it down, but then just like rips a claw through it to try and slow it down. I'm casting slow on the arrow.
Understood. So it needs to make a
Wisdom save.
wisdom saving throw. Natural 17.
Can you take my 7 off of that
Roll
one since
it
it was
again.
immune to mine?
Roll a d2. Actually, here's a d2.
2.
Sure. Yep. 2 is a squidbilly, so you succeed. So we'll say yes. So that's 10 plus 2. So
do that.
so that's a 12.
That's a failure.
Understood. It is slow.
Okay, fantastic.
As almost like putting a bit of colored dye in a swirling pool of water. It starts from a low localization and just eventually spreads out to the entire bit of wind as the wind slowly starts to slow down as particulate air almost go that slow motion mode around you for everyone.
This doesn't last long. Bull on top of the pillars. Polymorph, really?
It's air. Can you polymorph air?
You need much bigger magic for this.
Anything else?
Fill the bowl with dirt.
It is now the unseen enemy's turn.
What unseen enemy?
The one you haven't seen yet.
Oh.
We're still round one, right?
I was making the joke and she was just,
Good thing
harping
is,
on it.
I have blind sight, so I can see them. I can't.
You do.
So they do not get advantage on me.
No, they don't.
So I hope they don't.
So Sparks, you see it coming, Eric can see it coming, and Vedic, sorry, so Eric does not see it coming, Vedic does not see it coming. So, Sparks, since you see it coming, it's going to touch you.
Actually, I don't see it coming. I can just feel it coming.
You sense it coming.
Let's not go there.
Did he need a cigarette after? Like, I'm really not sure.
Oh shit! I forgot. I got my cigar upstairs. I need to go get my cigar.
Well, go get it, Nick. Sparks is being touched right now. So.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
a bad
have to-
touch.
I have to go smoke now because Sparks is
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Texas strap me, and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would think about.
I mean, I'm always hard.
Oh, yes, I'm eager. And
It's all armor.
thumbs up, you have
God,
it.
get your mind out of the gutter, guys. Come on.
Rough you out of bounds. I want you smart. I want you covered. Like
My Waffle House
that's bounds. You should hit pecs. Sorry.
You're not sorry. Come on.
I'm really not. I could do the whole song right here.
Yeah.
5,000.
So does a 16 hit?
No, not even close.
And the other one does. As it touches your armor, you feel almost like a small and a second as it just gently touches, but a force of movement pushes you back 5 feet, and another force of movement pushes you another back 5 feet.
It moved him.
It moved him, yeah.
I mean, I'm against the wall.
Can't move him 5 feet. There's a wall there.
As you go against the wall, and again,
Oh, this is working in my favor. Keep doing it. I was actually going to try and break the wall anyways.
yeah, making one hell of a noise, but not causing you much damage thanks to your very, very blood-soaked
I love
armor.
it when a plan comes together.
I was going to say that.
Ek, something's touching you.
Bad touch.
Vedek, you first with advantage. So that's going to be.
That's what I do. I eat everything.
I was like
It's
that
like
when you first
16
saw your
hit.
cigars. Just chuck it in.
Weirdly, no.
What's your armor class?
It's like in the 20s.
Really?
I'm wearing medium armor.
Oh, shit.
That's right. There's no such thing as spell failure anymore.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Beyond Vedic. Really should just have this right in front of me. My armor class is 18.
Shit. But it does have a second one because it rolled shite for the first one. Natural 19. So that's going to be a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm good at those.
What's that?
All the rest of them.
Most of the rest of them, actually. Strength and charisma, if we're being honest.
That's the one I was wondering.
Constitution, 15 plus 8, 23.
You save on the Constitution throw, so you do not go prone, but you do take 9 points of force damage and are flung 10 feet directly away from the creature.
Ooh.
Okay. Where is said creature?
The invisible body next to you. Woo! Followed by take him off the board because
Oh, and he breaks
Take him off the
wall.
board?
yes, because he's still invisible. But
Breaks the wall. The wall has been broken and pushed back here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You wanted to get the bowl. I remember that. Heck goes before me?
No, it's he's getting hit.
Ah!
does a
That's
21
what
hit?
his initiative.
Oh, yeah, you went first, didn't you?
Yes, that hits.
How much force damage? I'm sorry, it was 9 points?
9, yes. Does a 19 hit?
Oh, yes, that hit.
Make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, fuck me. Modified 20. Modified 25.
Both succeed. You are not knocked prone, but you are flung 20 feet or until you hit a wall.
He's up against the wall.
Away?
Yeah. How far away are you from the wall?
5 feet.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to cause something.
Thank you for specifying that the 25-year-old was modified and not a natural 25.
So 7 plus 5.
Glad you caught that.
7, 8. So that's 12 plus 6. 18 points of force damage.
Force. Ouch.
Plus additional
Raging. It
3d6.
doesn't matter.
Oof. 9, 10. Well, plus 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved.
Halved. So down to 6. Or down to 5. Down to 5.
As you. 11, yeah, down to 5. Yeah. As you get flung into the wall, as something just touched you for a half second before all the vibration, the air seemed to form and blast you in a singular direction, almost like a giant force of wind just. And take the invisible miniature off the board. That's all you know.
All of them, I assume. Except for the
Sparks.
Sparks can see his. So we'll just
Sparks
leave it
can
there.
sense his.
I will just go. I don't know that's there.
Yeah, you just see people being flung in either direction. Sparks, it is your turn.
Okay, I heard Vedic say something about a bowl. I need to find the bowl. Where is the bowl?
He pointed it out before you went. Wah!
Good. How far away is that?
You ever seen the Muppets where Gonzo goes flying out of the cave?
Yes, and I love it.
Is that on the map or no?
You see that white crystal?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the bowl?
That's
Okay. You're in my way.
You run through him, and he just kind of dissipates and reforms behind you.
That's fine.
That's insane.
Grab the bowl,
Man.
and I'm going to rip it out.
Make a strength check.
Strength check. Now is a good time for me to use one that'll give me a nat 20. I hope you do, otherwise you're fired.
Go ahead.
That is not a nat 20, that is the opposite of a nat 20.
Oh no.
Natural 1.
It's a nat 1.
As you go over,
You're fired.
You try to slide.
I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm out of that resource.
Oh.
You're fired. And it's a nat 1 again.
As you go, you forget you're on ice.
I
As
used
you
that- I
kind of
used that resource
slide a little too far, past it 5 feet before you're able to stop yourself. As you slide on the ice until.
Can I try again?
Sure, yeah,
You're gonna stay out there for a bit.
because you do have multi attack.
I will make an example of you like I did him. Okay, you added a 0 to it. I'll keep it. That makes it a 15.
15. You begin to blow, and you start to see cracks form on the ice. The bowl not flexing or turning whatsoever. It's clear that this thing is either well made or some sort of magical enchantment to it.
Just gonna keep going. I got one more.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna do better this time. You've always done well so far, so let's keep going. Well, I guess we're just going with the mediocre today. That's another 15.
15. The ice cracks a little bit more, but it's not pulled free quite yet. Anything else?
I don't like getting flung around. Action surge.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think I already used that, didn't I? No, I didn't have a mark. I'm good. I'm good. I have not used my action surge yet.
I don't think you did either. We're going to say no.
That is much better. So that is going to be a modified 20.
As you take a couple moments and you look around like, no, fuck it. You start whamming on the ice as you pull it free entirely using your natural spiked fist. Causing a little bit of chill, but as you pull it loose, the rest of the ice just falls off.
Where does this go?
Looking for Vedic and he's nowhere to be seen. Oh, make a concentration check, by the way. Because you took damage and you're concentrating on
slow.
slow.
I can roll. With my concentration, I could roll a 1 and still make that roll. For 9 points of damage?
You still have to make 10.
Well, that's a 14, and
So you're
I
fine.
add like 17 or something
Yeah.
like that.
If it's lower than 10, it becomes a 10.
You have the Warcast defeat.
No, my constitution, that roll for me is so good, I didn't even take the feat.
Wow.
It's like me and the feat that gets you advantage on all of your charisma-based checks. It's like, meh.
Yeah, Vedic is a little far away as he's currently.
And getting farther for some reason.
Yeah.
He's been caught in the whirlwind. You hear him screaming in the
Right.
It's still slow, but
I feel like you would have the dramatic
Sparks, as you
recognition of
crack the ice and pull the ice from it, the bowl is
Like you would
incredibly
slow
cold to
your
the
yell?
touch. Almost freezes to your hand entirely, though it's not hurting quite yet. And you start to hear cracks around you as the ice.
Man, I'm glad I had that clothing of elemental something.
The wall that Vedic actually landed into initially. Because you landed into a wall, right?
yeah, the ice flow right there next to me.
There you go. Pushed. I can't. Where's my. There it is. Where are you?
I'm there.
Okay. Remove that wall and put this ice
Three
elemental.
different color little lasers in there.
Ice elemental?
Yes.
Ice elemental.
Oh,
So you note yourself, don't break the wall.
fuck nuggets.
Oh,
Can I polymorph
Is it
that
animated?
one?
You can definitely try.
yes.
As Vedic, as you land on it, expecting it to take damage, it breaks away surprisingly easily as all the sharks. And you see a couple of eyes fly away in the slow motion effect that is the air elemental that you slowed. and then the ice begins to roll, tumble, and start to.
So, prone, look up at it and go, oh, did you pick the wrong fight?
Are you actually prone?
No, but
Okay.
Allow me to
Effect-wise.
introduce you to my good friend Fireball.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Cool. So I'm gonna
Heck, you're on deck.
that.
Copy.
To yourself?
Yes.
All right.
There's a reason I'm hiding under the fucker. I got 20 hit points.
You did get
Like-
consumed by a giant worm.
Does have that effect on people?
That's 18.
18 hit
We
points.
haven't taken a rest since then. That's true.
No, we
Here we
have
have.
not. No.
Oh, no, not the eel.
I need to get back on my bullpen.
My gun is destroyed. I had the barrel. That's about it.
I found a barrel.
Alright, that's
Found
I
vulnerable.
found the barrel,
Um,
but I can't. I have to go to. I have to remake it.
Okay, so then that goes to you, right? Okay. And then what else? That's my action? Yes.
Bonus action.
My
If you're
bonus.
feeding yourself with a potion, it's a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So I still have an action of some kind. Who's got the bowl?
Me.
He does.
did you actually get it out?
Yeah.
Is it somewhere?
It's the crystal. Right?
crystal.
He's got it right here.
Okay.
Well, technically, it's in his hand.
Yeah.
And you said to put it where?
On the pillars.
I still have
All
two.
of the pillars?
I still have two
They're
actions
right
left.
next to each other.
I
So
still have,
it's
There's,
like
there's
balanced
four. There's four
between them?
prongs.
Yeah,
Space
there's
attacks.
4 prongs, yeah.
Okay. How heavy does it
You
look?
don't get extra actions.
Well, I had attack
Well,
No, no.
Sparks is
Using
wheeling around pretty easily, but that's
not
No, like I'm not using him as a metric. I'm saying, what does the bowl look like it's made out of?
it
How
looks
heavy
like
does
heavy
it?
clay.
It's
And
very
it's,
strong.
it's a good 3-foot diameter boulder.
What the hell just happened?
Wind.
Yes, the winds.
Apparently a scraper.
Wind elemental took out the.
All right. Well, in this case, that sounds like not my deal. I'm gonna try to stabilize the thing I'm using as a shield, so that way it can take a couple more hits.
Okay.
Using
Your action to feed it a potion or something?
No, like medicine. No, I mean stable. I don't want to waste resources.
Oh, make a medicine check.
Like,
Fail.
what are you
Natural
not getting
one.
about? I don't
Accidentally
care
poked
about
in the
this.
eye.
Technically, it's unnatural, so make a religion check.
Or planes.
There's no
There's
points.
no planes in 5th edition.
Arcana. I don't know.
If it's
Religion or arcana?
intelligence, I don't have it. So,
Roll a d20 plus your intelligence then.
like, I have a +1 on all of those.
All right. So not the worst.
Yeah. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. I believe it's only on proficient ones, isn't it?
For sorcery points?
I think you can spend it anywhere.
No,
It's not anywhere. We've gone over
it's
this a couple
rerolled failed. It doesn't say anything about
Okay, then
proficient.
yeah.
Okay.
It's been a month.
That becomes a 15.
15. As you kind of get out from underneath it, going underneath its belly and then kind of go on to his back, as he is suffering a lot of acidic wounds. What are you wrapping him up?
I mean, it would be based on what damage he has. Like, if it's acid, then I would, try to get rid of the
Pee on it to
acid.
neutralize the acid. Not necessarily her, but I mean, someone pee on this guy for
I
me.
will say that you have.
Where the fuck did you learn that
It
shit?
does have a couple open wounds that seems to be seeping purplish blood
Okay.
consistently. That you can bind up so that it's not bleeding out.
All right. That.
That's some gauze in there. Rub some aloe on it.
It does not need to make any more saves. However, it is still on 2 failed saving throws. So that if someone continues to beat on him, he'll die.
Okay.
So it didn't recover, it's just not needing to make death saves anymore.
Correct.
It's stable at almost dead.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Literally within an inch of its life.
Heck,
Was
it is your
undead, so-
turn.
Was it undead?
And then, like, resuming cover. Like,
Easy enough.
okay.
So, kind of.
You dented my frying pan.
It's now like bent the opposite way.
It was like smashed into the wall with all
Yeah.
the packs. Oh, now I'm pissed. I'm still raging.
Yes, you are.
I am. So I'm charging.
Careful you don't bite through your cigar.
I almost did here. All right, here we go.
Bastard. That was Cuban.
It's Havana.
That was. There was.
Ignorant.
Okay, I don't like that. I assume it did it. I don't, because I didn't see anything else, so I assume it did
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So I'm going for the big thing.
It's always been hitting
Going for the big
people
thing.
out of the blue, as it is taking up this entire area. Though
Alright, and then-
greatly diminishing its speed.
I have put away chance
Okay,
as I am running across the way, and I pull out Thornbriar.
understood.
Reckless. All right, so I'm going reckless.
And
You can come live with Tank and Gabby.
no.
All right.
Sushi will be devastated if Axelov goes away.
All right, so I'm going reckless,
Okay,
and I rolled a 20 to hit on the first strike.
hits.
Good. All right, and now, does this thing bleed? We're about to find out. It's gonna be Thornbriar's 2d6. I will roll the +4 for fun, and we'll see what happens here.
Okay,
Am I alone? I am not.
you are not. The room
But I
is.
went reckless.
Okay,
So this is the next round, so I do.
yes, you do.
Ooh, 12 points for sluggers.
All right.
So that's going to be 9 plus 12 is 21. No, wait. 12 plus 9, 21, yes. 21, and then 2 points for Thornbriar as bleed damage.
And through the magical means, normally it doesn't really have that ability, but it is a magical essence of the actual item itself. So it's even causing bleed damage, quote, quote, bleed damage, tearing damage, unfurling damage as time goes on.
All right. So I see that it's tearing away at the wisps of the.
Slowly and surely.
Sure.
And as thanks to the slow spell, it's actually, you're able to discern if it's actually doing
I was
anything.
already at advantage to strike it. If I was. No. Oh, slow doesn't do that.
It minus its AC.
Oh, here I am trying to roll again to hit with a bunch of d6. Let's try that again. Second
I
strike.
rolled 43 to hit.
Second strike. That's going to be 27 to hit.
Hits.
And that's going to be just 2d6 plus. Ooh, I forgot to add 9 points because I'm raging on top of the first strike.
Okay.
Because I didn't add the plus my strength bonus or anything. This one here, just barely struck it, unfortunately. It also does a 1d4 as well. I'm gonna roll that. Pardon me. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 9, 12 points of damage.
Total.
Yes. Not very well on that strike.
Understood. As you striking and tearing, almost having the actual concentrated air molecules of this elemental start to tear and rip apart from the very spiky barbs on this blade itself. It's getting hurt. Though it's definitely not at the door, so to speak.
That was my favorite pen!
At the end of your turn, it's going to roll to see how many legendary actions it's going to take. So, since you have the slow effect on it, roll a d4 minus 1.
I rolled a 1.
So
it
0.
gets none.
It gets no legendary actions.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Nice job.
That's nice.
This round, yes. The Bone
all
Devil
we need.
is stable.
That's all we need.
The Barb Devil is up.
He's gonna run up and do some slashy stabby stuff. Since
Okay.
the hurling flames seem to not.
Not really affect anyone except his allies.
Ally is a strong word.
For him.
Known associates.
Companions.
People with
Companions.
similar, like...
Contracted companions.
Yes. Alright, so tail, 19 to hit.
Hits.
Claw, that's a natural 20.
I think that hits, yes.
Okay. And that's for the second claw, that's a 22 2 to hit, so hits.
Yeah.
Alright. It's all piercing damage. Can I just add it all together?
Add it all together.
Beautiful.
And it counts as magical, if I remember correctly, with the Barb Devil. It should.
It has advantage on stuff. It doesn't say that?
May I see? Barb tie, double sight, magical resistance. This one has magical claws.
Okay. Just claws?
Magical fighting capability.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of like jazz hands for monks. Just because it's your fist doesn't mean you can't kick someone.
Cool. Alright. So that's.
Jazz hands.
I've always
Fist.
described them as jazz hands. 'Cause
Magical
you get
fist.
magical fist. So guess what? Jazz hands.
That one gets double.
Why do you do damage? Because it's jazz hands. I assault you with jazz hands.
10.
All I can see is these are not spirit
22.
fingers. These are spirit fingers.
And because of that, I can punch a ghost now.
31 piercing.
31?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Barb devils, man. They hurt.
We're all
That's why
leaders.
if you ever run into a wild devil on the material plane at level like lower than 5, don't engage.
Also, it had a crit. Like,
Oh, that's true,
That's
yeah.
true, that's true.
But still, they will fuck you up. As it goes in like a crazed monkey covered in barbs and tearing material, as it just uses its entire body to just start wailing in any direction possible. Causing a significant amount of damage as the face.
See? He didn't hurt the rest of us when he attacked. You should learn.
When it is your
Be more like the
turn.
Barb Devil. Oh, and it's gone.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. There's an ice elemental over there now. Question.
Yes.
With my passive perception, can I detect those invisible creatures?
Roll a perception check. I'll give it so that you have a high enough chance to roll a perception check.
yeah, it's some kind of thick air.
Thick air.
Vanished into thick air.
My passive is better than my active. 16.
16? No,
Okay.
unfortunately not.
I saw people go flying. I
Yeah,
was like,
you know something's amiss, but you don't know what you're looking
Something
for.
is amiss.
But there is an ice elemental. So you know what? I'm gonna try this again. Hey! I got a fridge back home that'll just churn you out by the dozen. As I use unsettling words to give him
That's nice.
It's
minus
bored ice eyes just kind of goes,
-8 to its save
and
against
then it
being
kind of just
polymorph.
leans forward.
Oh, God.
Try this again. I'm going to turn it into a frog.
Okay.
Just because I know that the
This one
kobold
does
is afraid
not
of frogs.
have the.
I eat frogs.
This one does not have immutable form. It
Hey.
is a regular ice elemental.
Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
-8.
-8. Jesus Christ.
And they don't have eye wisdom anymore.
So I rolled 11.
That's
-8.
You're not.
Plus 0.
You're not gonna get there. DC is 19. You're not gonna get there.
As it turns into a
Frog.
frog, and you're
Someone put that in a bag or
followed
something.
by one single tear.
That freezes up over its cheek.
Yeah.
That was my turn.
All right.
I don't see the invisible creature that's right next to me, so that was my turn.
I don't have a frog at the ready. At least not a regular sized frog, but I do have a chicken. So place this where it is at.
I'm so happy that he can be in use.
The chicken?
Yeah.
Or me.
No,
Well, once upon a time, there was a chicken goblin chicken. Yeah.
Nope, we know. Mind of a goblin put into the body of a chicken.
At the end of your turn, it is now the air elemental turn.
The mind of a goblin put into the body
It's
of a
going to
chicken.
move 40 feet, half its movement, so that's 40 feet.
So it gets to move or attack?
It uses action or bonus action, not full.
Aha.
But it can move half its movement at the same time.
the basilisk.
It's going to move over here towards Sparks.
There's not a lot of
with no attack of opportunity, as it does have flyby.
This is fine. I'm just holding a bowl. Don't mind me.
As a massive
right to you.
concentrated bit of air comes over and tries to strike you.
Take the bowl.
Dong!
Turns out it's made out of vibranium.
Natural 20.
Oh no!
Silvery barbs.
It's the Gong Show.
Silvery barbs.
What does that mean?
That means
It's a reflex. It basically means you
as a
reroll.
reaction, I make it re-roll and use the lower result.
Thank you.
And you get advantage on the next attack roll, saving throw, or check that you make for the next minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
How would you like to activate this? Your first time using it.
This is my first time. So bowl. So he gets the ball up out of the way. I wish I had just a gong sound. It's like
You do have those blunted arrows.
yeah. Yeah, so as I see it materializing,
Where are
like
you?
this,
Where are you? Are you next
I'm
to me?
right here.
Oh, right. You're not near me.
So
Otherwise, you
it
could use my fan.
it flies across and it goes to throw the like I see this haymaker punch that starts in the next county, and I'm just like, and I use a blunted arrow and I shoot it into the side of Sparks to just lean him slightly out of the way.
All right.
I'd probably do it. Just
A natural 16.
It still might hit you, but it's
Yeah,
not
it's
going to
still
crit on you.
hit you. Plus 10, so 26.
damn it, that just barely hits.
Okay. It's not a natural 20.
It's not a crit.
Thank you. It's still better than nothing.
That is
Instead of dead center or on the shoulder, that's better.
I love that stuff. It's a reaction. You and I have a lot of whole probability manipulating things going on, but it works in our favor.
21.
And ours.
You take 27 points of bludgeoning damage. As it comes over and just hits the side and upper torso and almost knocks you off your feet. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. Thank you.
Yes.
Saying words.
As you quite literally get airborne and start to flip in the air as the air picks you up on your feet, which is no feet alone, especially how heavy you are.
Okay, so that's going to be a lot. So that was a dex save.
Yes,
Okay, so that's going to be a 23.
you succeed. As you land, hero landing, as you do one flip. Roughly in the
Ow.
same spot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Like, I actually started the flip before he got hit.
Yes. A lot of it, yeah.
His feet came off the ground, so the blow wasn't as solid.
At the end of its turn, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw for the soul. It's fucking his day up, man. Natural 8. Ugh. Nope. It still fails.
Groovy.
But I will have him at the start of his turn roll a d4 minus 1 to see how many legendary actions he gets.
It already rolled on his turn.
Well, that was his previous turn.
I rolled a 2.
So that's one
I
legendary.
thought you were rolling for the round.
We didn't roll last time because we stopped and stuff like that.
No, you rolled. The first time you rolled was after Ek, and he got 0. And he X'd the top of the round, so that is this round.
Yeah, because if it had any, he would have done it right then and there. Because
didn't
we
roll
added
last
the 1d4 because I like that.
Okay.
He
Because-
missed that earlier.
Because
Okay.
the legendary action
Got it.
scenes with slow
Got it,
spell and
got
stuff
it,
like
got
that.
it. I
I'm
was-
like, wait.
That was for the you were doing that for the previous.
Yes, because I forgot. I'm like, wait, we need to do the
Got
slow
it.
thing. So he gets one legendary action, which he's not going to use yet. But it is Vedek's turn.
He needs to use it very tactically.
So Vedic got slammed into the ice wall, sat down, and then a ice frog appears next to him. Looks around, sees Sparks getting thrown around, sees Nickwison hiding under the Bone Devil, sees... Let's change this.
and then
You're wrong slightly.
So it reaches in a hat. So pulls out his pipe.
Did you get that fixed yet?
That's one. It doesn't change anything.
And
It changes
like
the
big
perception.
puff cheeks, and then begins to blow smoke into the swirling wind. It is an
Oh.
ever-smoking pipe.
Nice.
So now you're gonna reveal the invisible creatures.
No, what I'm going to do is put everyone on an equal playing field. Everyone, and I mean everyone and everything within a 60-foot radius, which is much bigger than this map, is heavily obscured.
I can see everything.
You can see.
Yes, and suddenly,
advantage.
as everyone is taking care of things,
Yeah.
you have the
Whole
bowl.
time.
You do a flip, land, and you see a kobold
Just light up.
take up a huge puff, and suddenly,
So the kobold just blew a fat cloud.
yes, and everything becomes obscure as the wind becomes darker. Even your dark vision cannot
Get
have
it
it.
indoors. What are you, 19?
He's gonna enter the competitive vaping.
Is that a thing? I feel like it's a thing.
It is.
And at the end of your
What?
turn,
Just
unless you
don't
wish to
think
do
about it
anything
too
else.
hard.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I'm totally running. I'm totally getting up and moving away.
Put the frog in a pouch. Put the frog in a pouch.
Why
That's
do you
a
want
great
to
way to get him. That's a great way to get him. No, I'm totally like gonna head over towards Nicholas.
Understood.
Yes.
As you're blowing smoke, as you're running, and kind of feeling around and kind of poking yourself with one of the spiky bits of the bone devil that she's currently taking shelter from.
Going to get
Nick, what you hear?
When we're fighting with a fire elemental version, I'm going to throw it at him.
It is the invisible stalker's
Into an
turn.
ice elemental.
They're going to have to use a perception check to see if they can find anyone.
Oh,
So, no.
I probably didn't hear you over the wind.
Sorry. It's perception.
No, and no, you could swear you hear an air elemental.
In Orin.
I'm glad I'm the one with the bowl because I can actually figure out where the damn holes are.
Yeah, the one that was kind of near you started to go in your direction. Is now starting to veer off. You don't know why, as everyone's kind of just like,
Because I'm blind, I can't see this.
no, you don't. So you don't know what happened. You're just like, okay, people are starting to get discombobulated. So something happened.
Don't know, don't care.
And
Mission.
Sparks, it is your turn.
Okay, I have the bowl. I'm going to place the bowl on the pillar.
It takes you a moment, and you fit in place. As the water immediately starts to pour down from the actual boulder itself.
And food.
Almost like rain pouring down that would normally be affected by the wind, but yet it seems to fall gradually by itself, perpetually falling as you start to smell the seawater and heavy saltness, especially with your enhanced ability to sense your surroundings with your other four senses that's not involved in your sight. The bowl fills up fast, like ridiculously fast, as it fills up. And you swear it's about to flow over and spill over, but as it begins to overflow, the water at the edges seems to disappear, but more water is still spilling into it, and then you hear it bloop, 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 as the ceiling, all of you, feel droplets of water just raining down on you, as if you're outside as it begins to rain indoors.
Is the water pooling on the ground?
A little bit, but the ice, as you hear, as the ice begins to rapidly melt. Dooby doo doo dooby dooby doo dooby 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 doo.
Is there a bowl around here?
I was doing
I
something.
did a thing! I put the bowl on the thing!
Boy, if there's any druids in this party, they'd have an umbrella.
And due to how the timing with the initiative and everything, all the ice melts away. So take all the ice, boop, 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 boop. Remove them, please,
Probably push that up towards
and push them in.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Where's my frog?
The frog is still there. Well, at least was there. You don't know because it's heavily obscured right now.
It's lucky for it because otherwise I
It's gonna crawl
calling
in
it
a hole,
lunch.
and then it's gonna wear off.
Sparks, you used your action to fit into place and have this happen. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'm going to take the search action.
Okay.
Really?
What are you searching for?
What else? What was revealed now that those ices are melting? I don't
Make
know
a
what's
perception
around.
check. Unhindered because of your blind sight.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do here.
Good call.
That's not bad. Perception is not my strong suit in any way, shape, or form, but that's not bad. It's an 18.
18. You notice that there's several chambers, 4 chambers that opened up, slightly cylindrical, and you notice that the air around you, the whistling and the howling, first of all, you hear click, 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 as air starts to blow upward, but has that whistle sound, but seems to have something stopping it, as if the chamber has been closed off by a physical mechanism, and you see the air start to fill into these separate cylindrical rooms, trying its best to fight into it and upward, but paused repeatedly as if every one of them is stopped. And you, with blindsight, you see a little bit of the etching that would have these etching marks that go up, and almost like a bunch of air etched into the walls, both directions, going up and down. Probably something inside of these tubes need to be dealt with.
Okay, I'm going to immediately go to the nearest tube, which would be immediately to my left.
You have a different.
Due to the slow nature, you are not hindered right now.
Excuse me. Yep, there we go. Just gonna go to this one, this tube.
Okay. Actually, put yourself inside of it.
Inside the tube.
Yeah. Because as you get inside, as you start to look around, you immediately feel a slight hollowness to your feet, as if the ground can give away, but it's still supporting you. And there's another similar effect, maybe 10 feet above you. And the tube seems to be completely smooth, but with your perception check that you used last time, there seems to be almost like a hook on ledge that you can grab. That's, 7 feet, about head high for you. You grab it?
I'll grab it. I'm assuming it's like a button or something, maybe?
That's the end of your turn.
That's all I got.
Yeah. As you begin to do it, as you're starting to do it, and you're like, make an investigation check.
Okay.
You won't be able to do anything at this turn, but this is just a quick investigation.
12.
12, you can feel it like sliding down.
Okay, that's how we're gonna do it.
But that's the end of your turn. Ek, it is your turn.
I really hope
My
this is
turn.
one of those things that requires us, all four of us, to do it at the same time. I really hope that's not the case.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I've got to. All right, I can't see much.
You
Where the
can't see much.
fuck did he
You
go?
heard something, you heard ice cracking. The floor is really wet now, and it's raining.
Feels like home.
I did a thing!
Followed by sparks. I think I found something.
Feels like home. However, I do have. Well, this isn't really dark vision, but I don't have a problem with not being able to see much. I'm normally not able to see much.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go. Lucky for you, frog. Because otherwise I would snap you up right in a second. I'm going to turn and go to the direction where I
I believe
saw.
heavily obscured, you can only see things directly next to you. If I'm
Which
not
would
correct.
be the frog,
It's
wouldn't it?
it's you. You can only see things directly next to you, and everything is considered to have total cover.
Correct. Okay.
Human.
So you're not
Yeah,
completely blind, but anything outside of 5 feet, you can't see.
Well, I know where the elemental went to before the fog came around. So I'm going to turn.
Actually, at the end of Spark's turn, it's going to use legendary action. As you get over its main core, it's no longer there.
Well, that's a whole 5 feet.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yep.
God damn it! All right, I'm raging on the freaking frog. I'm going to eat the frog.
As you go over to the frog, and just how do you attack?
I
It's-
am
it's this
using my
bluish frog on the floor.
snapping jaw.
Kind of swimming in the water now, just kind of being a frog right now, as like kind of just being a frog. Bloop, 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 bloop. You come over and just step in front of it and make an attack roll.
$21 to hit.
21,
22 to hit.
22 hits. How much damage do you do?
Because I'm still raging.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to keep my rage.
You gotta keep attacking so you can keep reading.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's better than punching yourself in the face.
What is
For
6
a
plus?
party member.
It'd be 11 points of damage to
11
the frog.
points of damage. So 1 point of damage goes to the frog. And it reverts back to its elemental form. As you crunch down together.
I don't realize it's an elemental.
And suddenly you just start vomiting up ice that is impossibly large compared to your jaw as you just go blah, as glacier ice chunk hit the water and begin to melt into the water itself.
It's the worst colonic ever.
Or the best.
I'm hoping it cleared out some of the fog. Oh,
What's the matter? You got a frog in your throat?
not anymore. Not anymore. Oh,
I did want to point out that Vedic went up and blew in one of the little holes, and all of a sudden we're fighting an air elemental. Thank you so much for not putting your penis in one.
Who knows what that element
we don't need to find another worm.
A milk elemental.
This one would also be purple, just so we're clear.
A golden worm, yeah, elemental all of a sudden, yeah.
It is the Bone Devil's turn.
It's stable but unconscious.
He's stable. Barb Devil's turn.
Can't see
Damn it.
anything, correct?
Can't see anything.
They don't have any otherworldly sight.
He has Devil's Sight, but it doesn't
That's
pass.
magical darkness,
Yeah,
not.
This is an ever-smoking bottle.
Yeah, he's gonna chill.
Okay.
Mind sight.
As he's kind of just
Did I
sitting
get
still
skipped?
next to you.
Yes, you did.
I got skipped.
Quinn, it is your turn.
She should have
got
acted before
skipped.
the devils did.
A question.
No, Nicholas, you started doing medicine.
That was,
was
last
last
turn.
Yep.
Oh. What would you like to do?
I would like to get out from under the bone devil.
Okay.
What
done.
with it being full cover and all. And I'm gonna poke at the thing that. What'd you do?
What?
Like the terrible roommate.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Guys, I'm gonna fix this. Nothing changed, but man, I don't care.
You know what happened? We smoked too much salvia.
Did a shitload of whippets before we came down.
Smoke some grass. Get advantage on wisdom saving throws. Blue 5 intelligence.
I have that dust.
Dust of dumbness.
Oh,
Deliciousness.
Deliciousness.
But yes. What's happening?
I think we're getting out of here.
Hang on. I'm currently doing a puzzle.
We're
Like a
not
blind
getting
We
it.
don't know that.
We have no idea what you're
Did you
doing.
say that out loud?
No,
He
I
said
said I found a thing.
He did a thing.
I did a thing. I found a thing.
the question to the DM, I used one attack action to swallow a frog and vomit it.
Uh-huh.
Am I able to hold my second attack action?
Sure, yeah.
Alright. For anything that comes in my direction, then it's hostile.
Understood.
Define hostile.
That I deem hostile. Anything that moves.
I'm staying away from him.
Where's that photo?
Yeah, there's definitely a number of people here who are hostile toward you.
So, Nicholas, are you doing anything?
I don't know what's happening, so no.
Okay. Quinn, it is your turn.
There's still winds blowing around, but now they're full of smoke, right?
Yes. You don't know why.
Oh. He's consulting his Ori.
Vedic, you're on deck.
What shall he do?
Damn it! I need to be able to see it to do my unsettling words.
I'm sure we'll still find them unsettling.
I don't need to be able to see it to do vicious mockery.
That is true. Yes.
You can hear it.
I've had this in the past. Yeah, you don't have to.
So, man, what is this wind swirling around? Did somebody fart? God, it stinks in here as I'm insulting the elemental. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
3!
Failed. For max damage, 12 points of damage.
Wow!
And disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Oh, wow.
As you just hear the wind whip up even furiously.
Yes, I just insulted the wind.
It is Air Elemental's turn. Guess what, Quinn?
Bring it with your disadvantaged bullshit. And me having total concealment.
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
I don't
wait,
even
no,
know
it doesn't have
see you and
disadvantage.
insult you.
Yeah.
I just have to be able to smell you.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Disadvantage. Unless you
Um,
roll 2 of them.
Is it disadvantage for the heavily obscured?
I gave it disadvantage.
That's right! Damn it!
And yes, the obscuring, or what is it? Not obscuring mist. The fog cloud, its effective spell, does give disadvantage.
Natural one!
It provokes an attack of opportunity.
Sure, why not?
I shoot it in the face.
Okay. As the hammer of wind,
Described it
as you
having
see
face.
a familiar gust of wind, almost streaks of white and
I'm
black.
also at disadvantage to shoot it in the face, right?
Yeah. And also the wind
You also call it
conditions and
face.
all that, yeah.
I did call it face. So, 16.
16 just hits.
Oh, that was a 3.
Well,
No,
minus
that-
2, so it
that
does
was the
hit,
second
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Lose those.
Yeah, about to lose those. If I remember right, this is plus 15. So 19 points of damage.
You hear it as it goes by.
I just always use it.
Yeah.
I'm just-
I
I
always go
professional.
reckless. Yeah, I always go reckless. There's advantages and disadvantages for each.
And I'm gonna. Oh, and at the end of its turn, another wisdom saving throw.
DC 18.
No! He rolled a natural 10 plus 4.
Hey!
Rip.
Realistically, now that I can see it, I can keep giving it disadvantage
Yeah.
every round.
It is still slowed. He's a slow fucker right now. He's a slow wind.
Doesn't move.
Vedic, it is your turn.
Okay,
More
so
breathe.
Vedic is gonna reach down and grab a hold of Nicholas and pick her up and like try and drag pick her up and try and drag her towards
Right,
the.
so you've grabbed my knee and I'm following you.
But the other thing that he's done subtly is that when he made contact, he's actually using one of your like you can feel him like read your tricks, and I'm going to mind spike the thing that's going around. Mind sliver. Mind
Okay.
sliver. the
Mind
Mind
Sliver.
spike, yes.
Mind
yes.
sliver. It
Mind
needs to make
spike
an int
is
save, please.
significant.
Okay.
Mind spike is significantly worse in doing damage.
You're borrowing a spell.
Touching my
18.
No, I had the spell, but I never used it before, so what? Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, so
He
hang
rolled a
on.
natural 14. He can roll high too.
Subtract a d4.
Dun, 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 dun.
2.
DC is 18, so
So he fails.
it fails. That's...
We may not be able to nuke the world, but man, we can make people roll twice.
That's 9 psychic damage, and he subtracts a d4 from the next saving throw he makes.
Why not?
It's all the little things.
you
We're
guys.
not very effective, but we're really good at making everybody else ineffective.
Yes, you are.
Smoking.
You're like a bunch of kids jumping on a giant and trying to weigh him down.
I'm sorry, we're practicing for what is eventually going to be a harassment.
That's true, yes. Yeah.
For which none of our shit will work.
No. So, just pull her towards the center. I'm obviously not gonna make any progress.
Okay.
You just need to throw
I
all the
go
debuffs you
along
can at
with
it.
it.
All the
Understood.
debuffs. If there are, if
For
there are
the
any debuffs
invisible
you're not using, it is
bastards,
not
natural
enough.
1. That guy's
I
staring
can
at
feel
the
the
ice.
rest. I feel like this rest fight is going to need to be
Natural
the whole
4 and a 10. So that's going to
I
be.
could bring my corgi and he could play the trash.
Nope, still can't
Yeah,
find
that's
anyone.
true.
These invisible stalkers are currently just walking around, just trying to find someone in the.
They're swinging over the giggling, but it's
I hear him there.
By the time they see anyone, it's already too late for their turn. Well done with those with the smoke.
I'm
Sparks,
glad.
it is your turn.
Blind sight is great. Click.
As you click down, the floor gives way underneath you, and you're just dangling face now as both chambers above and below you open up, and just suddenly a gust of wind releases, finally free from the chamber that was being held within, as the wind and most of the black soot, though still a little bit remain, starts to get siphoned out in various directions, giving you a little bit more sight for everyone around. But you now see a dangling spark in one of these poles, hanging on something as you see the air elemental start to go up and out parts of its body, desperate to get out of these poles, but not enough of it leaves entirely as you see 3 other cylindrical tubes.
What about the invisible stalkers? Do they get sucked away? They would technically be medium flying creatures.
True, and also I'm going to say for semantic reasons, due to the black smoke, you see various bits of like non-black smoke objects that are about humanoids that have no torso or legs.
Yeah.
There are just a few of them, 2 of them specifically, gets immediately sucked up and down.
Okay, so
Well,
everything's going up,
That
right?
sucked.
I'm not going up.
That poor teller at the bank.
I'm sitting there like,
Your feet are being sucked down. Your chest is being pulled up, but you're being pulled down more than up.
oh shit.
You do have your removable rods, right?
I do. I'm gonna have
And a
to let
strength
go.
check to beat all,
It
right?
used your action to activate the stone,
Okay,
and now dangling.
I've got movement then.
Yes.
Okay, pull myself up, put my legs on the
An
wall.
object is a bonus action.
It's bonus action.
Yeah. Interact with object is a bonus action.
Unless it says action on the item.
I'm pretty sure the activated movable rod is an action.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is fine. So I'm just gonna pull myself up, put my legs on the wall, and kick myself back into the room.
Make
Hopefully.
an athletics check.
This is I'm not using you because you're still on your natural 1. You're done for the day. You're doing really well. Let's keep going with you. I do not taint other people's dice. That is a bad idea. Actually,
I usually
you're
don't
doing really
take my
well.
dice
I'm
either
not going to
because
rely
they're
this on
spiky
you.
and that's a tender spot.
All right, Obsidian, you're up.
Hey!
Okay. This was a what?
Athletics check.
Check. Okay. So that is going to be a lot. That is going to be 27.
27, like you've done this 1,000 times, even with the pull of it, as you put one hand on the wall, it's still holding on to the only thing that would be able to hold you here, as everything else is smooth. As you see writing, scrolling, and artistry up and down this pipeway. Well, none of it you can read, but right now, that's not the problem. As you look down and smell cinder and soot reach up to your, from underneath you, as you see a little bit of almost like flickering flame coming from down below. You're not sure if you want to handle that as you push off the wall and jump in. And as soon as you release the lever, both sides, and the wind begins to pick up.
Fuck.
So we gotta keep
Wait.
it open.
I've got an idea. I get back up onto there, grab my movable rod, and that's where I'm going to stop my turn.
Yep.
You're gonna go click, click.
Everyone saw this and put it together on what happened. Nicholas, it is your turn.
Now,
I'm glad I have
those
two
who
of these.
saw it, those who comprehended is very different.
Yes.
Saw it. Comprehend it.
What?
There are 5 of us. We're all gonna run up, and Vanek's gonna be dangling both feet off one of them, going, "This isn't working for me."
And then you're going to fall and hang on the cobalt. That's not going to work well. That's not going to work well at all.
Nicholas, you're up. Ek, you're on deck.
The wind gets sucked down the thing, and all of a sudden this arrow, like this grappling arrow, comes up and sticks the coal in the butt.
In between both cheeks.
Right on Main Street.
So you were moving me.
Yeah.
Where do you get me to? I'm assuming
you
on
decide
my
that. I
turn.
have a 7 strength.
No,
There are 5-year-olds who
I am letting you move.
It's
me.
the equivalent of a 5-year-old going, come over here.
This way. I mean it. All right. No. We're gonna head over towards the bowl.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Grab that. Pull. You saw what Sparks did.
I grab and pull.
At the center?
Make a loop.
Wherever the bowl was.
He did it in the.
There's no lever on the
in the
bowl.
side.
Yeah, he did it on like the cylindrical
Oh, I
tube.
missed that.
No,
Sorry.
he was in the tube.
Okay, then I've been pulling you
Apparently
towards
you
this
weren't
one.
watching.
Yeah. No worries.
Are you near a tube?
Remember, saw it,
Are you near
comprehended.
Yeah. Sorry.
over there?
It's okay. It happens.
Okay, so
Wait a minute.
Well, sort of.
Who is that? That's the devil.
Okay, so you step inside and you pull using your action.
yeah.
Immediately, the floor and ceiling give way, and the air immediately starts to escape out either directions. There is an invisible guy next to you.
Goodbye.
Doesn't get sucked in, unfortunately, as it's more prepared. As you see a smoke wrapping around because of your smoke pipe that is still affecting the area, but due to the wind and everything, it's starting to cause a bit of effect. Seeing this pot of non-affected black soot area that is currently just
in kobold form.
flying for its life straight away from where you opened up, as you're currently dangling and it's like trying to suck you in. But you're just dangling with your arms up and everything.
Yeah, I'm I'm doing that. You're outside of the tube, and I'm just like eye contact him.
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen.
As the wind is like almost pulling you inwards.
Okay, so I rolled a 14.
14,
So
That
that's
makes it 11.
which makes it
7 is minus 2.
You need a 12.
Say strength saving is -2. That's a 12.
you barely succeed.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
As your various roads are being pushed this way.
Wait for it.
You should communicate more clearly.
Heck, it is your turn. You saw that happen.
Oh,
Is anyone telling Egg to do this?
Oh, that's just holding. Like, that's just.
Yeah, you're dangling.
Hold tight.
Egg's just gonna keep fighting.
I'm not worried about it.
all right. I'm going to.
I weigh 6 pounds. My arms aren't going to get tired.
I'm going to run over to this one.
Not literally, but
60.
I'm running over to this one and go.
I think it's
And
like
you pulled on this thing, right?
Using your action, as you pull down, it again releases under your feet and above you, and you're like, ah! As the wind, whoosh,
and he
as
doesn't
more
quite fit in the tube.
of the wind begins to go up the tunnels and down the tunnels, as you now begin to hear chimes playing, almost like wind chimes, ding, 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 a bunch of them,
Sick beat.
yeah, as they begin
Lay down
to
some
bring
rhythm
a new
section.
sense of
You just
almost
pull out
peaceful
sheet.
serenity to the wind itself, and you can almost hear a
Minor illusion.
as a decompression of the wind, but it's not quite done yet. What's up?
Do I need to roll strength?
Not with your passive strength.
Okay.
He has a negative on his strength, so that's why he had
Really fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I have to roll save because I was first with this.
You would find out how quickly I can actually teleport. So. There would be me in a force bubble plugging the bottom end. Not today.
Looking at like a Jolly Rancher.
the bomb devil's still unconscious. Barb devil.
Can he see yet?
I'll say he sees the main mass.
Well, we currently have 2 open things, so
Yep.
yeah, I can probably see.
He's actually reduced in size now, so remove that
You want this other one back up there?
and place this guy in.
He's small.
Oh,
Hey, guy.
smaller.
Yep. And he's going to be about here.
He's still bad. He may be small, but he's more concentrated.
Concentrated evil.
And you can feel the wind in the air is actually dissipating. It's no longer this over.
So the more wind goes out, the smaller he gets.
Correct.
Got it.
How do they expect people to do this test?
In 4s.
I make him go.
Oh, for the barb devil?
Yeah.
Easy enough. As he jumps up, again, as the wind, again, as you now see the tethers remains of the actual elemental form being pulled out in each tube that is being opened up as the air is being released in both directions. Hearing the wind chimes begin to play again. You start to hear the water of the fall, almost as if it's beginning to sound as if you're outside itself, as the wind is becoming more free and untethered.
Is that all 4 open?
No, I've got. I
That's
rolled
all
last
3
one.
Let
open.
go.
Quinn, it is your turn.
And he was gonna fall.
I'm in the tunnel right now. Just have my hands on it because that's the only thing I can do.
Yep, Quinn.
Shoot, I don't remember what it's called, but there's a way I can grant him an extra action.
Seriously?
Yes.
What?
Open the thing. Drop him in.
Yeah, but there's a strength check and I have a 0.
My
I mean,
brother
Bennett
from
made it.
another mother.
Bennett made it. He's got a -2.
No, Medic made the don't fall in the hole check.
Gotcha.
Because you're small and light enough.
Oh, you bet. No arguments. The first thing that happened, there'd be a flushing sound. Like, you just-
I would have done the whole Wilhelm.
Correct?
Yep.
Followed by explosions. Oh, that's thunder.
no, it's about on par with exactly what would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go open it. Catch me.
Okay.
As you go into the tube that Sparks is into, you're just like,
I'm like planting my feet against each wall. Like totally Van Damming this thing, doing a split in the tunnel.
as you look at Sparks it's up and just
What?
Sparks, your feet go. You almost do the Looney Tunes, like as you start moving your feet. make a dexterity saving throw, and you do not have enough time to activate your rods, unfortunately.
Okay, either I'm grabbing him or I'm grabbing the wall. I actually just might punch in the wall and do that.
Yeah, well, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's just boom, or just knife hand into the walls and just stick myself there. Dex save.
Yeah.
18.
18, as you quite literally just as you're about to hold on to this rather thin half human, half elf guy.
Bad idea. I'm
As you stick.
That's death. That's death.
Let's not forget, it was my strength check that connected the chain to get us all down here.
Yes, it was.
That's right, it was.
Don't know how that happened, but
It's the bit of straw that broke the camel's back.
yes. As you put your feet and arms into either side of the pole, as you slide a good 2 inches.
I'm
As the
not
wind is
creepy.
pulling
I'm
you,
not
pulling
creepy.
you, pulling you, as the rest of the wind, as the wind dissipates, and all 4 of you hear, as you feel the holding mechanism lock into place. 4 of you still dangling, and the elemental beings that were dominating this plane now released, no longer contained.
Are we still
Reading
getting sucked?
celestial.
Are we getting sucked?
No, you're just dangling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy to
You
fix.
can just step over top of me if you need.
I'm good to step on you.
Seeing
Go
the
ahead.
celestial up and down the tubing a little bit, seeing what's going on, seeing connecting dots of the contained elements will always react. with
There's
violence.
shopkeep.
Oh yes, and then elemental, a genie comes out. Hi, how you doing?
What are you buying?
Thank you, come again.
Gene has wares if you have a coin.
It doesn't take you long for you guys to get out of the tubes.
Yeah, I'll just levitate him.
I can make myself out of the tube.
I like
As you hear the
pick you out of the way and jump.
stone that was suspended by the chain lowers into the basin itself, the water overfilling, and you see almost like a surge of force of energy that is wind elemental capabilities, but it imprints something on the rock itself. The second one, now seeing the first one, that is the actual one that's been perpetually spilling water itself, and now there's bits of bubbles and airs that seem to form off the boulder itself, still connected by the chain. As the altar where this basin is, the sandstone pylons that was holding the basin give way as the floor underneath it opens up, gas wide. As you see flame flickering fire as it lowers again.
Is there another step spiral staircase?
There is.
So we did trial by water, trial by air, trial by fire.
Well, I think there's fire below. We have air, and we're
I
doing-
see fire.
We did water earlier. We're doing air.
Did we do
I
it?
didn't
we just
realize
did
that.
air.
Yeah, we did. We totally did. I didn't realize the first one was water.
Water, air. Now we're going fire. This is gonna suck. Grab my
Okay,
decanter around this
I
water.
just want to double check that we're not making assumptions because a lot of elemental puzzles have intro and then you get water, air. Like, are we sure?
No, because we just got the boulder.
The
just
boulder
got
was
the
leaking
second.
water. It already had a symbol on it that was leaking water.
Okay.
Now it has a
So
second
we didn't
symbol.
have intro. Intro was worm, and
Yes.
then we had water, which
Yeah.
was rock. Got it.
I mean, we could do the intro if you want.
No.
Cue the intro.
Onward to the fire.
However, as you guys contemplate your next action, your next movement, so to speak, as the boulder is lowering into what would be the fire chamber, or the chamber of fire, we will take a small break here, and we're going to see you after a few
Okay.
minutes.
I'm gonna take this time to take my second wind.
Your second,
Wow.
proper done for the chamber of air. Take
Yes.
a second wind.
Maybe that's the name of the episode.
Second wind.
Second
Catching
wind.
second wind.
Yeah.
And third and fourth and fifth.
No. Breaking wind.
Breaking wind.
Ah, there we go.
No, remember,
You were reading my mind, sir.
part 1 always has to be like serious,
Yes.
and then part 2 is where you get the joke.
There you go.
Breaking wind is what I wrote down.
Thank you for joining us for this.
Oh,
and-
we're not done.
No, we're not. We're not. We're still recording. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed our time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome.
I like the blue light on this thing.
Yeah. Can't wait till we get to the fire. Let's turn it on red.
Brr.